Hey, how's it going? Kenny here, and welcome back to Non-League to Giants. And up in today's episode, we've got two matches at home to Nottingham Forest and away to Newcastle. We've got Nottingham Forest at home first. We're sitting 14th in the league. They're sitting 17th in the league. And to be honest, this season so far, it's been alright. I'm very happy with how the season's going so far. We're sitting 14th in the league, but we're 7 points clear of the relegation zone as well. And of course, if we beat Forest at home, we could potentially go 10 points clear of the relegation zone. So at the moment, it looks like we're going to stay away from a relegation battle this season. Of course, there's a long way to go yet, and we may get sucked into it. But so far this season, we are beating the teams at home who are in and around us in the league, or should be in and around us in the league. So in that regard, it's going really, really well. Goal difference has taken a big hit since the last episode. We have played 4 massive teams though, and we've lost all of them. But the teams we were meant to beat, we did beat, so it's been a brilliant start to the season. Very, very happy, and hopefully we can continue that good start to the season by beating Forest at home. If we beat Forest at home and lose away to Newcastle in today's episode, I am very happy. As I said at the start of the season, I don't really care about facing the bigger teams. Of course, if I could, I'd love to win all the games, but let's be realistic here. We are predicted to finish second and bottom in the season here, or bottom, I think it was actually. So as long as we keep doing what we're doing and beating the likes of Middlesbroughs, the Forests, the Palaces, the West Hams, etc., then we're going to be fine this season. So hopefully we can start off with a win at home to Forest. In terms of the recent results though, it doesn't look too good in terms of the form, but as I said, looking at the teams we've played, perfectly understandable. We drew away to Brighton 2-2 after the last episode there, but it was a great comeback. We were 2-0 down in this game, and get this, we scored 2 goals in exactly the same minute as well. Taylor Richards got a goal in the 83rd minute, and then Estepinho with an own goal also in the 83rd minute. Straight from kickoff, we got 2 goals there in double quick time, and it was a great point salvage in this game here. Could be crucial coming into the season. Also, Brighton had a much better team than ours, so to beat them, to draw away to them 2-2 was really, really fantastic. We made it 4 games unbeaten in the next game as well. We beat Stoke at home, another one of those lower league teams, as I said. We beat them 1-0 at home, which was great. Tony Springer with a goal in this game, that's fantastic. After that, we had the very tricky period. We lost 4 of the next 5 games. But we lost at home to Man United 5-1. Doesn't look as convincing as it may seem by the scoreline here. It was actually 1-1 in this game. We went 1-0 down through Sancho. Emil Larsson made it 1-1. They got a goal back in the 45th minute before half-time for a penalty, which is annoying. And before the end of the game, I decided to go a bit more positive because I thought, we might be able to salvage a draw out of this game. Unfortunately, it backfired. When I went more positive, they got another 3 goals through Timo Werner. Fernandes with another 2 goals. He got a hat-trick in the end. So, as I said, it doesn't look as bad as what it seems from the scoreline. I did go a little bit gung-ho towards the end to try and get something out of the game, which you probably can understand. But unfortunately, it left us a little bit shaky at the back, and we got battered 5-1 in the end. After that, though, we lost away to Chelsea, but only 2-1 in this game. We did quite well in this game as well. Chelsea dominated the game, but playing with a cautious mentality, low block in there, we certainly restricted the amount of goals they could get. And again, I went a little bit more positive towards the end. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. They went 2-0 up in the game the first half. Alex got a goal back, though. So that was, a decent performance, but still obviously a loss. After that, though, we played West Ham at home, a team we are capable of beating, and we beat them. We beat them 1-0 at home. Emil Larsson again with the goal in this game. He's having quite a good season now, Larsson. He's looked like a really good player. Canute as well, he's back from injury now. Unfortunately, got sent off in the 60th minute, but we held on to another good win, 1-0 at home to West Ham. Very happy with that. And before the episode, played Liverpool away and Arsenal away. We lost away Liverpool 3-0. They did dominate the game, but again, look at that. They were 1-0 up until the 80th minute. Again, when they went more positive, they got 2 more goals. And similar with Arsenal, I thought we actually might snatch a draw in this game, to tell you the truth. Arsenal, they were dominating the game again, but again, defended very, very, very well. And late on, 2 goals from Zinchenko, and they won the game 2-0. So that was a little bit unfortunate. I thought we might get on for a very nice draw away to Arsenal there. Fortunately, it wasn't meant to be. Of course, we drew away to Tottenham in the last episode. But yeah, very tricky run of games. Man United, Chelsea, Liverpool and Arsenal. We lost all 4 of them, but not really too surprising. As I said, we keep beating the teams we're beating this season. Home to Villa. Obviously, Man City not going to be near us in the table. At least you don't think they would. So that was a great win as well. Beat Middlesbrough at home 4-0. Beat Stoke at home and beat West Ham at home as well. So I think we've won 5 of our 7 home games. We haven't won away from home yet, which is a little bit disappointing, but also understandable. Yeah, at home we won 5, lost 2. Lost to home to Man United, lost to home to Brentford. The 2 home defeats we've had, though, are very high scoring. Lost to home to Man United 5-1, at home to Brentford 4-2. So that's a little bit disappointing, but still, 5 wins out of 7 at home. Cannot moan. Obviously, away from home is where we're struggling 2 draws and 6 losses. So hopefully we can start winning games away from home at some point. If we do start winning games away from home, I think it's safe to say that relegation is not going to happen this season. If the away record continues throughout the season, we might be in a little bit of trouble. But if Fratton Park remains a fortress, then I don't think we'll get relegated. But of course, we shouldn't really be talking about relegation now. It's very early in the season, but we beat Forest to go 10 points clear of relegation zone 16 games in. It looks unlikely, even at this early stage. Anyway, since the last episode as well, I managed to snap up a player. He's not joining until January, but a very, very exciting player indeed. Sergio Gonzalez is joining us from Universidad de Chile for just 3.4 million. Of course, you can find some absolute bargains in the South American countries and other countries as well, because of minimum fee release clauses. Gonzalez had Man City and Chelsea after him, I think it was. A few other teams as well, I can't remember on the top of my head. But yeah, he looks a very, very exciting player. Great thing about him, though, is he's a very versatile player as well. Can play anywhere down the right-hand side. He can also play attacking midfield as well. As you can see here, he's great going forward. You know, it's a little bit disappointing the fact that he's meant to be a right-back and his worst attribute is defending. But that can be seen with many right backs in real life. Obviously, Trent Alexander-Arnold is a great example, of course. Obviously, he's still a decent defender, of course, but obviously his best thing is going forward. So Gonzalez is a very attacking fullback, which I do like here at Portsmouth. Obviously, got Kessler Hayden there playing there at the moment for us, but I need a new right back, that is for sure. Nathan Ferguson is not good enough for the Premier League, and also Adam Steele, as I said, I see him more as a DM. That's what I'm training him to be for the future. So Gonzalez coming in for us, 3.4 million, is very, very exciting. He's already got 13 caps for Chile, and he's only 19 years of age. Absolute bargain. He's one of those players as well that we might sell him on in the future, but I think we've got like a £40 million minimum fee release clause, so if we do sell him, we'll make huge profit on him. He's also labelled a wonder kid as well, which is not too surprising. He just looks very, very good, doesn't he? Very exciting. Only 19, as I said. He's going to get better. He may outgrow the club, but 3.4 million, what an absolute steal. Also, I've made a bid for another right back as well, also called Sergio, by the way. Sergio Guevara from Crystal in Peru, I think it is. He's a right back as well. Very different to Gonzalez, though. He's a much better defender, and that is his best attribute. He doesn't look quite as good as Gonzalez there, but he's definitely one for the future as well. And also, we're getting him for only 750k. He also had Man City after him as well, so obviously got a very bright future. And 750k for Guevara. Very, very happy with that. Don't really need him, to tell you the truth, but he just looks too good to turn down for that price. So 750k, happy days. He can play right back, he can play centre back as well, right wing back and centre midfield, so he's also a very versatile one. He's a bit similar to Adam Steele, though. I think he could be a great DM in the future. You know, as a right back, he's not great going forward. Obviously, he can improve as he gets older. And also centre back, he's only 5'10", so I don't really want to play him there. Right back, defensive, that's the great option we have here. We've got Gonzalez, who's a very attacking right back. We've got Guevara here, who's a very defensive-minded right back as well. So it's great to have the two different styles of right backs there. And I'm very, very excited. I'm more excited about Gonzalez, of course, but Guevara is a year younger. And look at that, he's got 8 caps for Peru already as well, and he's got 3 goals. So 2 very exciting signings. Guevara isn't confirmed yet, but it looks highly likely it's going to happen. Yeah, you see here, he's one of my Chelsea, Liverpool, Man United, Newcastle, Tottenham and Udinese. So he's definitely very, very got the interest of many clubs. So very excited to get him in as well. Looks like very exciting times to be Portsmouth manager. We're finally able to send our scouts somewhere other than England, because in the first 2 seasons of League One and the Championship, weren't able to scout outside UK and Ireland. So now we're able to do that. We are certainly reaping the benefits of some of the players we're bringing in. Gonzalez looks very, very exciting. Guevara as well, definitely one for the future. But anyway, let's get to this first game then. At home to Nottingham Forest. We've won most of our home games this season. I wouldn't say I'm nervous, but I'm nervous the fact that we should be winning this game, and hopefully we continue our winning form at home. Okay, so Forest at home in the first game here. This is a game we should be winning. As I said, if we get 3 points out of the episode, I'll be very happy in that. Anything more than that is a bonus in my opinion. I'm going with a positive mentality in today's game. It's worked quite well for us this season. When I'm playing some of the teams around us, who should be around us in the season, it's worked quite well. Won 5 of our 7 home games, so it's been really good actually. Been a little bit conservative though as well. Put a ball in field and defending there in Ito. Ito plays there today because unfortunately Canute and Matazzo are both suspended, which is very, very annoying. In terms of the team sheet, as also, big piece of news since the last episode, our new goalkeeper, Ivusic, has got a serious injury. Just always my like. Finally, he's found a good goalkeeper. He's done quite well this season as well. Had some iffy games, but overall, he's been quite decent. Picked up a serious injury, though. Hip injury, out for another 2 to 4 weeks. So, only 4 more weeks to go and he'll be back, so that is absolutely fantastic. Bailey Peacock Farrell is in goal for us at the moment. He's done quite well. He had a terrible game against Man United. We got a 5.7. I thought we was in whole heaps of trouble here. But after that, he's done quite well. Did alright against Chelsea. He put in a great performance against West Ham with 9 saves there. And he's been alright against the other 2 teams. He had a quite tricky game, doesn't he, really? 5 games he's played in. Or 6 games, sorry. He's played Chelsea, Man United, Arsenal and Liverpool. So let's not be too harsh on Peacock Farrell. Of course, he's not a Premier League level goalkeeper. But at the moment, he's doing quite well. But I cannot wait for Vucic to be back. In terms of the defence, we've got Kessler Hayden starting right back. Fuentes starting left back with Ito starting DM there. And we've got Steele and Dig Barreco starting as centre back. Steele, I know I said that I don't really want to play him as centre back, but he's a good defender. And Brennan Johnson starting up front for Forest. He's not really known for his aerial ability, so hopefully Steele can do well there. He's also started to get a little bit better. His last 2 games haven't been absolutely horrendous. Still nothing to shout about, 6.8 and 6.7, but it's a lot better than 6.2s, isn't it? So he's slowly getting better, which is great to see. In terms of midfield, obviously Ito starts there in DM. They've got Richards and Harper in there. Got Springett starting on the right, Larson on the left, and David Helm up front. Unfortunately, David Helm's been rather woeful so far this season. He did pick up an injury though, so hopefully he gets better soon. Nottingham Forest at home. Can we start off with a win? Well, let's find out. Before we get started with the first game, guys, please remember that if you do like the video, hit that like button for me. It's really important. And also, if you're new around here, do hit that subscribe button as well. It'd really help me out. And he much appreciated. So let's get started then. I'm fairly confident about this, to be honest. We've done really well at home to the lesser teams this season, as I said. So hopefully we can do well here again. I think if we don't win the game, it's definitely points dropped. So hopefully we can. But of course, it has to end at some point, you should imagine. One of these teams are going to get some points at Fratton Park. But hopefully it doesn't start today. Well, 15 minutes into this game and not much is happening at all. Just 1 shot to talk of so far. None on target. And yeah, we're not playing too well, to tell you the truth. I'm going to demand some more from the players here, actually. They're not creating anything, but we're not creating anything either. So it's been a terrible first half so far. But 28 minutes in, we finally get a highlight. David Helm with the ball here. Been awful so far this season, as I said. But here's Springett. He shoots and it's oh my God, what is the goalkeeper doing? What a bizarre bit of goalkeeping that was from Vicario. Who is Vicario, by the way? I have no idea. But anyway, we've got a corner out of it. Larson to take it. Crosses it in. What is happening with this highlight? How bizarre was that? Well, it's taken 30 minutes, but finally the game is starting to liven up. 2 minutes later on the highlight again. Unfortunately for us, it's Forest with the ball. Oh my... Where's the defenders? Where is the defenders there? Peacock Farrell saved us with a good save there. But where on earth is the defenders? Not too happy with this first half. Changes are needed at half-time, I believe. Maybe even before half-time. We shall see. Not going too well. Might be offside, but it's not going well, this, is it? Brennan Johnson with the goal. Can't be losing Nottingham Forest. We are losing the Forest. Been a terrible start to the game here. Changes are needed. Well, I made a few tweaks to the formation there to try and get some creating in the game. I did think about starting with pressing forward in this game. I've changed Helm to a pressing forward now, and also got a bit more positive, higher tempo, higher press, etc. So we'll see if it makes any difference in the second half. But that first half was absolutely woeful, wasn't it? David Helm absolutely terrible again. 6.1. What is he doing? What is he doing? Wow, 3 minutes into the second half, we might go 2-0 down. Peacock Farrell gathers the ball easily though. That is nice from the corner. Good be his goalkeeper in that. He kicks the ball long. Looking for Helm. He wins the header, but no one's there to support him. Oh my word, this is a terrible start to the episode. Could be 2-0. Probably should be 2-0. This is absolutely terrible. What is going on here? We're being bossed in this game. Not liking what I'm seeing. Kessler Hayden's lunging in there as well. Oh my word. What are you What is he doing? What is Fuentes doing? He just gives them a goal. It's not offside because they tackled him. Oh my word. What has he done? It's a goal. What has he done? What a nightmare start to the episode. I can't believe it. What has he done there? What is he doing? What on earth is he doing? Wow. Even more changes are needed now because this is a horrendous start to the episode. Absolutely pathetic. Pathetic. Well, unfortunately, it looks like this game might be out of our hands now. Made a triple substitution, though. David Hellman's off has been pathetic. 6 average rating from him. He's had a terrible season so far. Desperate for another striker. Yakubu comes on for him. He's not lighting the world up, that is for sure. Also, Renier's come on for Harper, who's been terrible today. Fuentes, after the mistake, he can clear off. Ito's gone to left back. Gone to attacking as well. Put a high defensive line in there as well. Let's try and get something from the game. But it could get messy from this point onwards now. This has been horrendous. Horrendous game from us. Probably the worst performance of the season so far. But it's not over yet. 32 minutes to go. Came back from 2-0 down away to Brighton to draw 2-2. A lot later stage than this. Ollison with a pass of the century there. Brilliant from him. Absolutely amazing. Wow, if we concede here, Ollison, that's your fault, mate. What's he doing? What terrible individual errors here. Here's Wan-Bissaka. It could go 3-0. If I was his manager, I'd be absolutely fuming with that. What on earth is he doing there? Terrible effort. We're still yet to have a shot on target in the match at home to Nottingham Forest. This is abysmal. As I said, it's going to happen eventually where one of these teams will get some points here, but it looks like it's going to happen today. Peacock fouled. It could be 5 or 6 in this game. There are big chances in the game. Of course, we don't really care about that now. We have to go for things now. We need to score 2 goals, so we're going to concede more chances now, but shocking. Absolutely shocking. Still on the highlight here, and it's just pinball in the air at the moment. Can't believe we haven't had a shot on target in the game yet. Will it come in this highlight? No. No, it won't. Come on, you got 5 against 1 there. Surely not. What's going on here? What is going on here? Are you joking? Are you actually joking? There was literally 6 against 1 there. There were 6 defenders against 1 forward player. And somehow you're giving away a penalty. Wow, okay. He missed the penalty, he's hit the post, but probably won't be anything in the game. We haven't had a shot on target in 70 minutes. Who said we're going to have 2 shots on target in 20 minutes? Oh my word. Absolutely horrendous performance this. Horrendous. Who else to bring on though? Guess we could bring Domingos on. Other than that, I'm pretty much out of options here. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. I'll bring on Alex Scott as well for Richards, has been very poor recently. He had a great start to the season, but he's been very poor recently. Well, very, very disappointed with his performance. Very, very disappointed. This is bringing me back to reality, this game. Shouldn't be too cocky, should I? It's not over yet, though. Still not over yet. Here's Springett with the ball. Can we get a goal back and make things interesting here? Yakubu, you got to score. You got to score. How has he not scored? Your name is literally Yakubu. You should be scoring goals for fun. It's a shot on target, though. That's one positive we can take from the match. 15 minutes to go. My word, shocking. Absolutely shocking. Look at that XG as well. They should be more than 2-0 up as well, shouldn't they? They should be more than 2-0 up. We've run out of time now, haven't we? Terrible. 2 minutes to go. We've got a corner. Springett to take it. Can we get a goal back? Make the finish very interesting. Yakubu. No. Here's Renier. Waste. Absolute waste. Shocking from him, that. Absolutely shocking. State of this. Wow. Definitely back to reality this. Terrible performance. And lost at home to Nottingham Forest 2-0. That is not what you like to see. That first half was abysmal. Not like the second half was much better. Yeah, what can you say? I got things wrong in this game. Renier was the only one who put a green rated off the bench there. David Helm, well, I think he needs to drop. He's dropped from the team sheet because that is just pathetic. A 6 average rating. Absolutely ashamed with that. Yeah, shocking performance. Really, as I said, it's going to happen eventually. One of these teams are going to beat us or draw to us at home, but I wasn't expecting a performance like that, to tell you the truth. Really, really disappointed with that. Obviously, we're still in a decent position, but now, instead of being 7 points clear relegation zone, we're now only 4 points clear relegation zone because West Ham beat Stoke 2-0. So, a defeat to Newcastle here, we could be down in 16th place. So, things are not looking as rosy now after losing that game to home to Forest. However, we did draw away to Tottenham in the last episode there, 1-1. So, who says we can't get a draw away to Newcastle now? We draw away to Newcastle, we can salvage something from the episode. That's really what we need to do now to make something good out of the episode. But I'm expecting a defeat. Not a great start to the episode. Can we end it with a high though? Find out in a sec. Well, what a shocking start to the episode that was. Really, really disappointed. Probably the worst performance of the season. On the top of my head, it definitely is the worst performance of the season. So it's really underwhelming, but obviously you can have some bad performances in the season. So hopefully we can bounce back. A draw here away to Newcastle, and I'll be ecstatic with that. So hopefully we can do that. We shall see. I'm set up with the cautious mentality today. Got the low block in there as well. Very similar to how I've been set up against most of the big teams this season. It's done well in some games. We drew away to Tottenham, of course, 1-1. Beat Man City at home 3-1. That was a cautious mentality as well. Also, we kept it quite late until we got battered against the other teams. You know, Man United, Liverpool and Arsenal. All of their goals came in the last 10 minutes pretty much, apart from Man United with a couple of goals earlier on. So, yeah, who knows what could happen in this game. Newcastle, they've got a good team. They've got some really good players, like some Mudryk, Xavi Simons as well, but their team is not quite as good as the big boys. So hopefully we can pull off an upset here. We shall see. But after losing to Nottingham Forest 2-0 and losing 5 of the last 6 games, I'm not too confident, but we shall see. In terms of the team sheet, Peacock Farrell remains in goal, of course. Steele goes to right back for today's game, playing with full-backs in today's game on support instead of the wing-back on attack, especially against Mudryk as well. So playing Steele there today. Also Fuentes stays at left-back. Digbereku and Aguiar comes in at centre-back. Aguiar effectively replaces Kessler Hayden, who Steele replaces at right-back. Got 2 ball midfielders in here as well. One on defend, one on support. Got Canute and Matazzo both back from suspension for today's game, which is crucial. Matazzo not been great this season, but similar to Steele, he's slowly starting to get a little bit better. Still nowhere near good enough, but at least they're not quite as terrible as what they are at the start of the season. And Canute, he's done decent when he's come in. Unfortunately, we haven't seen the best of him yet. He started off with an injury, of course, and then he got suspension. So hopefully he gets better soon as well. And we've got a front four here of Richards on the right, Larson on the left, Harper as a shadow striker, and Yakubu starts up front to replace David Helm, the Portsmouth legend, because he's been absolutely woeful this season. Look at that. The last 5 games were a 6.22. Cannot continue to start him with those sort of average ratings. So let's see what Yakubu can do in today's game. Not like he's much better with a 6.51 average rating. It's pretty horrendous, actually, isn't it? A lot of 6.5s going on there. Even a 6.44 in Adam Steele. But anyway, we've won 6 games so far this season, or 5 games so far this season. So it's going all right. But Newcastle away from home, this is going to be tricky. Can we salvage a draw from the match, though? Well, let's find out. The players' confidence were knocked after that Nottingham Forest defeat. So I called a team meeting. It went down well, so let's see if it makes a difference in today's game. But already I'm nervous with 4 minutes in and a highlight already. I don't like to see highlights 4 minutes in. Oh, no. Oh, my word. What a start. What a start to the game. Oh, my word. What a horrendous start to the game. What's this ridiculously high defensive line, by the way? I'm not playing with a high defensive line. How have they caught you like that? Honestly. It's a great finish, to be fair, but what a shocking start to this match. Let's not panic, though. It's only 1-0, of course, but 2 minutes later on the highlight again, so already I'm very nervous about this game. Very, very nervous. Unless we get a goal back here. Larson! Oh, my word, I thought he almost lobbed the keeper. Well, at least we had a chance in this game in the first 70 minutes, which is something, of course. Very lively start to this game. I'm very worried about this one. Very, very worried indeed. Fuentes with a half-hearted clearance there. Canute wins the ball back though. It's Harper. Shocking ball forward, of course. It's Gabriel though. He passes it to Mendy. There's Simons to Sangari. To Skip. And it's Frimpong, of course. Some very good players here for Newcastle. Oh my word. We are under pressure a lot here in the early stages. Obviously, we're expected to be under pressure. Newcastle are a better team than us, of course. And, you know, look at the match stats, actually. They're not creating too many opportunities, are they? Only had 3 shots now and 2 on target. It's 0.14 XG. They did score a great goal through Roque there, so shouldn't be too harsh on the players just yet. It's gone very quiet after that early period there. Here's Roque with the ball again. Obviously, he's a goal scorer. Heart in the mouth moment there. Digbereku wins the ball back, though, and he wasted with a pathetic clearance. Again, we've restricted their chances like we do against the other big teams as well. They had 2 big chances, scored both of them. Digbereku did so well to win the ball back. Why is he not showing more composure there? Why is he just booting the ball as long as possible? Oh dear, we're in whole heaps of trouble in this game now, aren't we? Now I have a decision to make. Do I go more positive and open up the team? And potentially lose 6 or 7? Well, we have to do something, don't you? 2-0 down. We haven't had a shot on target in the match again. 0.02 XG. It's filth. Absolute filth. Filth. Thrashing the arms about. Changes are needed here. Well, not making too many changes, so I'm very nervous about Newcastle, of course, but I've gone with a 4-3-3 now. Renier's come on as well from Matazzo, who continues his pathetic start to his life here at Portsmouth. 6.2 today. He's filthy, he is. Absolute filth. Don't know what I was thinking signing him. I know what I was thinking. He looks quite good, but he's been absolutely horrendous at the start of this season here. Hopefully, he gets better at some point. Canute's the only ball midfielder in there now as well. Gone to a balanced mentality in mid-block. Not going too positive because I don't want to lose 10-0, to tell you the truth. But we shall see what happens in the second half here. But this is a horrendous episode for us. It looks like we cannot score goals anymore. We can't score goals. This is a problem. Disappointing the fact that we haven't been terrible in this game. They haven't created abundance of chances against us. But when they have, they've scored. It might go 3-0 here as well. It will go 3-0. Mudryk again. Oh my word. I think I've jinxed myself by saying that we might get away from a relegation battle this season. Because after this episode, I'm not too confident anymore. Yeah, it's given 3-0. That's game over now. No chance in this game. No chance. Well, the team needs more strengthening. I think that's clear to see. I knew that already anyway, of course. But yeah, it's even more paramount in this episode. What is the scoreline going to end up here? I'm not changing things now. I'm staying with balance. I'm not going to go positive or anything stupid because on balance, look how much they're creating chances against us. So imagine if I went positive in this game. It'd be a disaster. Can we get a goal in the episode though? I'll be more satisfied now. We just get a goal in the episode. That's all I want now. A goal. We've lost this game. We lost Nottingham Forest, of course. Just give me a goal. Give the viewers a goal. Maybe here. Here's Harper. It's our first attack in the game. Can't blow this, obviously. Can't blow that opportunity. How can you blow that opportunity? How? Oh, my word. Got a corner out of that. At least we saw an opportunity, though. Last one with the corner. Comes back to him, but then he can't even get past the defender there. Peacock foul, another woeful game in today's game here, but what can you do? Fuentes is anxious. He's been terrible as well. Let's get him off. Bring Ito on for him. You know what? Yakubu hasn't done much of this. Bring on David Helm for him. Larson as well with 6 rating. Pathetic. Let's bring him off. Let's bring on... Well, Dominguez ain't available today because against his parent club. Let's put Springer on the left there. Triple substitution. Not really got anything left to lose in this game. I think it's safe to say we have lost the game, barring some sort of memorable comeback, which I don't see happening. We don't look like scoring in this episode today, do we? We don't look like scoring. Do we? Larson. Oh my word. How pathetic is that? What happened to his great finishing from the last episode? That was absolutely terrible, mate. Yeah, it's not a great one. But look how many chances they create against us. Not too many chances, you know. They have created obviously some chances, but again, we've done alright restricting their chances. Problem is, when they got the chances, they scored from them, so that's disappointing. I'll say this is not as bad as the Forest defeat, that is for sure, but still, not good. He got foul for an easy save there. 7 minutes to go. A few minutes to go now. Can we keep it at 3-0 at least? Or can we get a consolation goal? Doesn't look likely, does it? Here's Digbareka, who boots along again. Ooh, we got a chance here. Spring it. Don't waste it. Oh, what is going on? What is with the decision making in this episode? What is happening? What is that decision making there? How did that get him a green rating? Ugh. Well, this is not an episode I'm going to look back with on too many fond memories, to tell you the truth. A 3-0 defeat away to Newcastle, which I can take. I can take that. But a 2-0 loss over the Forest, I can't take that. I can't take that. Back to reality here a bit with Portsmouth. 6 defeats out of the last 7 games now, of course. As I said, some very, very big teams have played in there. We're still in 15th place now, but now we're only 4 points clear of relegation zone. West Ham have a game in hand as well. Even though they win their game in hand, though, we'll still be 4 points clear of relegation zone. So it's not that bad. But still, we need to get back to winning ways. You know, we're starting to drift away from the mid-table pack there. We're starting to get sucked into this relegation little pack. Obviously, it's very early days still, as I said, but starting to form a little bit of a breakaway. So hopefully we can win one of the next few games. But yeah, not a great run of form for us. Not a great episode. No goal in the last 4 games, actually. I didn't really know that. You know, obviously played Liverpool, Arsenal, Newcastle away from home, so it can't be too harsh. But Home to Forest, got to do better there. Also, I looked at Brennan Johnson's record before that game. He played 15 games, no goals and no assists in the league. So that shows how poor we were there. Well, we've got to win one of the next 2 games. Home to Leicester, who are sitting 12th. Home to Everton, who are sitting 7th. We've also got Middlesbrough away from home after that as well. We beat 4-0 early in the season. So got to get 4 points out of the next 3 games, I'd say. And I'll be fairly happy with that. But yeah, this is not a great episode for us. Terrible way to end as well. Terrible start especially. Home to Forest 2-0. But hopefully we get back to winning ways again in the season. We've already proved that we can win games this season. So hopefully we can win something against Leicester, Everton, Middlesbrough and start to look a bit more comfortable again. If we start to lose to Leicester, Everton and Middlesbrough, then we're in whole heaps of trouble, aren't we? Whole heaps of trouble. In terms of the next episode though, guys, I'll bring you back for the games away to Aston Villa and at home to fierce rivals Southampton. Of course, Southampton are who we started the Premier League life against. We lost away to them 3-1, so it'll be a great episode for us to get revenge against them. At home to them as well. It's a game we should fancy that. We should win the game, to be honest. Yeah, we've got some favourable games coming up, so hopefully we can go into the episode with a little bit more confidence. You know, Leicester, Everton at home, Borough away, Stoke away, Brighton at home, Everton again. And obviously in that episode we've got Villa and Southampton, so we've got to win some of these games, that is for sure. And hopefully we go into the episode a little bit more clear of the relegation zone. We shall see. But anyway, guys, that is the end of the video. Please remember that if you do like the video, hit that like button for me. As I said, it's really, really important. And also, if you're new around here, do hit that subscribe button as well. It'd really help me out, and it's much appreciated. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you for the next one.